How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Sick Eric Tech. As we all know, smartphones keep raising in prices. Back in the day, you could get yourself a good flagship smartphone from anywhere between $700 to $900. Now, a very good flagship smartphone is costing upwards of $1,000. And the way to avoid all that is to hold on to your device for as long as you can. A lot of people are holding on to their devices for 2 years, 3 years, even 4 years. And I'm going to show you some tips on how you can prolong the life of your current device. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm Sick Eric for Sick Eric Tech, and I do videos on smartphones and other tech related stuff. And the first one is going to be keeping your phone up to date as far as security updates and patches go. Now, you want to make sure when you get a smartphone that you choose a manufacturer that is good with smartphone updates, such Samsung and Google, and other devices like OnePlus have a pretty good reputation for updating phones. This phone in particular that I'm using in this video today, LG. Of course, we know LG is no longer in the game, but they are still trying to update their devices. So you want to make sure that you choose a manufacturer that's very good with updates and prompts with security updates as far as updating them in a timely manner. And if you want to check for your updates, go ahead and go into System and then System Updates, and then constantly check to see if your phone has an update for it. This process varies on different, and then you go into Software Update, and then Download and Install Update, and that will show you to see if you have an update available. But keeping your device up to date with those security patches monthly will ensure that your device is nice and healthy and ready to go as far as being optimized, as far as bugs and everything that might occur over usage of time. To be protection, so when you first get your device, you want to make sure it is protected with a good case. You could get several cases for your device if you want, or get a really good expensive case if you just want a single case. Also, you want to make sure that you get a nice screen protector on your device as well. Protection is key as far as protecting your phone. Even when it comes down to scratches, like Gorilla Glass, the newer Gorilla Glass Victus is more durable against breakage. It is easier and prone to scratches, so you definitely don't want to be setting your phone face down on the desk everywhere you go, or placing your phone on the ground anywhere, because it will accumulate scratches. So you want to make sure that you have a good case for your device to protect it against scratches and falls, and make sure that it does have some good bumper protection. And as far as that display goes, you want to make sure you get a nice glass screen protector to protect it. That way, if you do place your phone face down, it is nicely protected. And if you accidentally do drop your device, then you're going to be okay as far as not breaking it and stuff like that. So you want to be sure you baby your phone as much as possible. I know accidents do happen, but still take care of your phone, baby it, and make sure you have it protected with a nice case and a very good screen protector. Also, making sure to keep your smartphone clean as far as cleaning the back. And if you have your smartphone in a case for long periods of time, you might want to take your smartphone out of your case and clean underneath the case and the smartphone, because if you have a case on your smartphone 24/7 and you never take your case off, dust is going to accumulate underneath the case, and eventually you're going to get dust particles and dirt and everything, and that is going to scratch the back of your smartphone. And you will also get dust accumulation around the ports, so you'll have like a little area down here to where it'll be dirty, but then it'll be clean, and just you get a whole bunch of dust and dirt in between the case and your smartphone, and that rubbing up against it over time will eventually scratch your phone to where you take out your case, it is permanently scratched, and you'll see sort of a little outline of your case on your smartphone. So you want to take that out, give it a quick wipe down, and nice and clean. You're going to want to clean your case and then put everything back on to make sure that everything is nice and clean and you don't have any dirt in between the smartphone and your case causing scratches or anything like that. Going on over to the next thing on the list is going to be, do not clean your phone with alcohol or isopropyl alcohol too often, just because it might remove your oleophobic coating. You have a certain protective coating over your display and on the back sometimes as well to help with fingerprints and smudges. And if you clean your device too often with that, it's going to remove that coating and make it more attract smudges a lot easier on it. So it'll be harder to keep clean if you remove that coating. I know now is a time that we're always cleaning stuff with hand sanitizer and stuff like that. So if you're going to wipe down your phone, do it very briefly with the alcohol, but then briefly wipe it off. That way it doesn't set and remove that coating. Do storage and factory resetting your device. So as far as storage on your device goes, as we all know, if the longer you have your smartphone, the more files and accumulation and photos you're gonna pick up on there, as far as taking up your storage and your RAM. If you download a whole bunch of apps, that's also going to take up a lot of memory on your device. So what I like to do is every year or so, maybe a year and a half, depending on how long you had your phone, do a factory reset on your device. That will help get rid of any cache or any unwanted files or photos that you don't want on your device. But before we do a factory reset, you want to make sure that you back up your files or do a backup of your device, which will be in your settings underneath the reset settings. That way you can bring everything back the way you like it. But do a factory reset every year or year and a half just to get things fresh, and it will definitely make your phone feel a lot smoother and like new. Depending on how old your device is, it will bring new life to your device. And if you have an SD card on your device and it does support SD card support, then make sure everything saves to that SD card. As far as charging your phone over and over again, that can deplete the life of your battery. And as we all know, smartphones, they do degrade, especially if you have a 4-year-old smartphone. That battery capacity is not going to be the same as it was when you first got it. So depending on how old your device is, the battery will deplete. A good thing to check, or a good way to check your battery, is to go to your Play Store and find a battery health app on here, and this will tell you whether or not your battery is in good health or in bad health, and it gives you a whole bunch of specs on your battery as well, voltage and things like that. There are plenty of other applications, but I'll post this one in a link down below, that way you can check it out. And this will also show you exactly how your battery health is. And if you need to have it replaced, then go ahead and have it replaced. But if you take care of your battery, it should last quite some time. But of course, if you have a 5-year-old phone, your battery is going to be very, very depleted and will not hold a charge, or the capacity may not be its full, like 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It might be down to 4,000 milliamp hour battery, depending on how old your device is. So do not charge your phone overnight. Try to keep it charged a little bit during the day, but do not charge your phone overnight. Most smartphones are smart enough to know when it's charging and when it's full and when it's supposed to stop, but some older smartphones may not be as smart. And lastly on the list is keep your phone away from the elements. As far as water and being outside in the sun or anything, do not go swimming with your smartphone. While most smartphones are IP rated, that does not mean you could go into the ocean and go swimming or take your phone into the pool and do things like that, because eventually water will seep in there. They are rated for a certain meter or a certain amount of feet for a certain amount of time. So if your smartphone is immersed in water for quite some time, it will get the water on the inside. And another thing, you do not want to leave your smartphone in something like a hot car or something for a long period of time, because then that will get hot and it will mess up the internals of your device. And keep in mind that most smartphones have a glass or a plastic back that is adhered to the smartphone using some sort of adhesive. And what happens to adhesive when it gets hot? It will loosen up and eventually come apart. So keep that in mind. Try to keep your smartphone away from the elements. Do not go swimming with it, and keep it away from heat, as that could mess up your smartphone as well. So taking care of your smartphone will ensure that you will get a long life out of it, especially that smartphones are very expensive right now. You might want to hold on to your current smartphone. If it does the job and everything that you need it to do, then hold on to it instead of upgrading every year. Sometimes upgrading isn't the best thing. You might get some features added, some features might go away, but taking care of your current smartphone will ensure the longevity and the life of your smartphone and keep it working just like you got it out of the box. So thank you guys for watching. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.